We gonna bring it. Check it out, y'all.
Kiddam. Welcome to DesiBoyzPodcast episode 2. Zain, karde apna starter.
Karde apna starter. Kiddam everyone. How's everyone doing? Second episode. Thank you for your support, your love. Please make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. It'll help us out a lot. And yes, what's been happening, man?
Teak talk, man. You know, it's been a long week, man. It's been a long week.
Yeah,
Even though we're at home, man. It's been a pretty long week.
It has been a long week. What have you been up to?
Well, I've just been studying and stuff, innit? For my masters, that's all I've been doing. But you tell me, how's your week been? Mine's been a bit boring.
Mine's been interesting, to be fair.
Really?
It's been interesting. It's been a weird week because I've had obviously we're both studying, finish off the masters and things, doing all that, getting prepared for exams that are coming. But we're doing that while we've had housework, so we're doing like the house up.
Yeah.
So imagine you're sat on a lecture and you could hear drills going off and people shouting and screaming and.
Oh, that's bad. I've
seen
some. You know, have you seen the videos on Instagram where people like on their like lecture recording, and then there's like someone walking in, like that guy that was asking for a parathe for his mum, said parathe banane for me.
It's a normal routine here in my house, honestly. Parathe, naan, and you're having this, that, and you could hear people shouting and screaming for no reason. I've had people like from outside, you can hear them screaming and shouting, and you're thinking, what the hell is going on? I'm sure it's lockdown. Why are you lot shouting? And they're not shouting at each other, they're shouting at like dogs.
I know.
And cats. It's just unreal, man. And then work. We've been going to work back and forth. Yeah, it's just been a weird week. It's been a really tough one. But it's good. What else is new?
Chilling, man. Honestly, like, to be honest, you know what? That first video actually got a good response, you know, from a lot of people.
A lot of people, yeah. We've had a lot of friends and family comment, and
yeah,
they're enjoying it. And hopefully we can carry this on and get better.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Honestly, I hope that people watch it, enjoy it, tell us what they want. They want to hear from us. Any questions? Like, we did get a lot of questions on the comment section. So we will definitely, you know, talk about them things that you guys are talking about. But yeah, man. But this week, Zain, we've got so much to talk about, haven't we? That video we were looking at.
Don't share everything. Which video? Which video is this?
No, but it was interesting. I think we should tell everybody about it. You know, it's quite good.
That video? Which video?
That video show me, man.
Oh,
DMT.
Sugar. Yeah, the DMT video. Yeah. That was a weird experience, but a really interesting one as well. Very interesting experience. So for those of you who don't know, DMT is basically a hallucinogenic thing. It's like it's like a drug. It's like a tree bark. It's called ayahuasca, and it's found in Peru. Yeah. The reason we're talking about this, me and Yash don't do drugs. We don't enjoy drugs. We're not into any of that. But I was on YouTube, as you do, just scrolling and watching, and I seen this video of Mike Tyson talking about this thing.
Yeah. And
they spoke about this thing, this tree bark that they have in Peru. It's only found in Peru, and I think it's illegal in quite a lot of countries, and it gives you, basically, it sort of takes you out of this realm and puts you in another world, for example.
Yeah.
And it sort of clears your mind, and it's got something in it called DMT. It's a chemical. That chemical is actually found in our brains as well. But in our brains, we also have blockers for this chemical. This chemical is the one that makes us daydream. It makes us imagine things.
Yeah.
You know, like effects of, when you have like deja vu.
Yeah.
And like, when you just sat there and you think, hold on, I can see some crazy crap going on. Or what's this? Like, or you stare into the sun and you have like flashes.
Yeah.
This is that chemical. And when you have this thing called ayahuasca, it's like they make it into like a drink. They give you 3 sizes, so you have a small bit first, then a normal, medium, and then you have a large. Like, I'm saying it like it's like a coke or something. It's like a small dose, medium dose, and like a big dose, and it enhances your DMT, and it sort of sends you on a bit of a trip. So I was watching this video, and this guy's trying it, and he's doing it in terms of like a science experiment. You know, it's proper. You sort of remember they did like MRI scans to see how his brain's reacting before and after, and his questions.
That video is, you know what? To be honest with you, you know when I watched that video, I was like, it doesn't look real to me. But then as he was explaining it, and I was like, wow, it's looking mad, isn't it? You know, like the way he was telling.
Yeah. And the bit that intrigued me the most was there's this thing called ego dissolution.
Yeah.
Do you remember that bit? And you're
yeah. I was shocked with that one because first I was thinking, you know, maybe he's just gonna like drink something and then like, oh, I imagine this, imagine that. But they were actually showing that they were running tests as well, weren't they? So like, went to that machine. That was it MRI?
It was like a bigger version of MRI scan.
Yeah. Something like that.
fMRI. Yeah, fMRI.
Yeah, and there's like scanning their brain and stuff like that. Like, I don't really look at stuff like that anyway, but Zane's really interested in stuff like that. Like, he's, like, you're really interested in stuff like that. He was like, I want to try that out as well.
I wanted to try it, but not in the sense of like getting a buzz or anything. I was thought, you know what, I'm quite curious about things. Like, naturally, I'm quite curious. And when he talked about ego dissolution, that's the one thing that hit me. I thought, well, firstly, what's an ego? What constitutes an ego in a person? Like, what's your ego?
Yeah.
What do you think of yourself? And then you take this thing and it drains you of your ego and it drains you of who you are. So imagine you take it and then you don't know what, like, obviously you know who you are, but like, you know, your characteristics and your ego. You know, when you walk around like, Andy Party, what's happening? All that. Imagine that gets drained, but you don't know it's gotten drained. What's left?
Yeah.
That bit intrigued me. I was like, whoa, how the hell is that? Like, and this is all coming from the brain as well. Like, this DMT is affecting your brain. And your brain, so that means your brain is that's what like controls your ego. Did you ever think that?
I didn't think it. You know, I was shocked. I was thinking, what is it like? You know, first when I was watching it, like I didn't like at first when you sent me the link, I pressed it because I thought, you know what, I'll watch it later. But let me see like what's it all about, like just a bit of snippet of it. So I started like skipping through it, and I was like, okay. And then like I just watched a little bit of it, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. So I watched it after. I was like, yeah, like it's mad, innit? And then we were talking about ages, weren't we?
We were, yeah. And it's just some. I never knew of things like that. I mean, you know of drugs, you know of hallucinogens and all these different, like LSD and all that crap, and you see the effects of it on people. I mean, they used to do LSD testing on patients and stuff to try and rid them of diseases, and then when they saw the effects, they banned it.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of drug companies do that anyway with a lot of different things because they want to see what it does. And this one is illegal. It's an illegal substance in a lot of countries, but in Peru and in certain South American countries where it's found, it's a legal substance. And it's like did you see it? It's like I'd recommend everyone watches it, by the way, because it will open your eyes. You will be shocked in a good way and a bad way. You realize, you know, how different people do things as well.
Yeah.
Like, they had a shaman, they had like a tent in the middle of the Amazon rainforest, and
you know what,
I could never do that.
I could never do that, bro. You know, like,
it was beautiful though.
Nah, man, there's that snakes and spiders, bro. You know what, spiders? You know me, spiders, bro. I hate spiders.
Scared of spiders. You've got another arachnophobe.
Bro, there's like so many like animals coming out of nowhere. I was thinking, what the hell is this?
Well, listen, Amazon rainforest, didn't it? What did you think?
Yeah, but
next
like,
Baba's gonna come out of it or something.
No, imagine, man. Like, just sat there, like, you got like a flipping big ass fucking spider walking towards you. You know what I mean? Like,
you do know now that you told me that when all this is over and I do see you, I am gonna throw spiders on you.
Oh no,
I am gonna get a big tarantula.
I'll probably start attacking you instead.
You won't if I've got a spider name, man. I'll just hold it up like this and be like, get him.
I'll be like 10 miles away from you, man.
But yeah, did you see, like, it's a tent and they have like, I mean, some of it is like for sure. I can understand that because to be honest, these people probably do make a living out of it. But it's like in the middle of nowhere, it's like a tent, and they have like these like fire torches put up, and he sat the shaman, which is like our version of a stoned Mulvi. He stood there with a cigarette saying, "Oh, I'm smoking this to rid myself of something. I don't know." And they got one guy drinking rose water and spitting on him.
He just spit on him everyone. He was like walking everywhere.
Just poop, poop. You think, what the hell is he doing? But then when he sits back, he drinks it like this. So he's watched the video, he sat there.
Yeah.
Now, if you get a drink, yes, whatever the drink is, you get a cup of tea or whatever, you're gonna just like normal, innit? Like,
Yeah, just drink it normally, innit?
he sat there on his knees and he's going, and his eyes are like out here, and you think, "What was hit him already?" And then they're like, "Oh, it's not him. It's not him yet."
You know what you think?
After like, it's like 15 minutes after ingestion, but he's like, and his eyes are all there, and he's like, "Whoa, this guy's on one, man."
But you know what though, like you know when he took it, like like I was thinking that maybe like when he drinks it, he's gonna like go crazy or something like that.
That's what I thought he's gonna be like. He's gonna drink it, and he's just gonna see him like go like this and like drop down like he's drunk or something.
Yeah.
It's gonna have that sort of effect. But he was lying back on this like couch sort of like bed couch sort of thing, and he just closed his eyes. And
he was just chilling, like he was just like like just like laid back, like I'm just thinking, man, so top and that, like that's
so top he's just flexing and then Paji ke karte pe ho, like give some entertainment.
Yeah,
But it wasn't. Did they utke tor bhi piya?
No.
He just got up and what? Utke tor bhi piya like nothing happened. I'm like,
but you know what was so weird? Like he was actually talking to, like, I remember when he was like taking the test for him as well throughout the while he was going through the experience, and then he put that thing on his head. And like he said he was still imagining things and like asking him questions about his ego and stuff like that. But I was thinking, how is he like, he took that thing, but is he still normal? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, I can see things and I can see tones and stuff like that. I was like, mad.
Kid that responsive, see. But look at the things he said, but he like a musical instrument mein nazar aande pe and these color nazar aande, and you think, whoa, this is some weird stuff, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like, imagine if you see like someone who's passed away or something. That
would be scary. Literally, I can't see that, man. Imagine, I don't think I would ever do that, but you would probably do.
I do it in a controlled environment, so like, because mera dimag hai bhi thoda jatila hai. Would shot up, I'd be jumping off a roof or something thinking I'm a Superman. But in a controlled environment,
the views don't know how to lie your dimag is, but we know.
I think they realized that last week because the amount of messages I got saying, "Did you really jump into a dam?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "We didn't expect that from you." I was like, "Yeah, well, you do stupid things when you're abroad." But yeah, and then, but that, can you believe that? I told you, remember we spoke about, I said, this thing's ayahuasca. It's actually like it's a tree bark, and it's not as powerful as pure DMT. Now, pure DMT, guess where it's found?
Where?
On a toad, a frog.
Oh,
in the Sonora Desert. I think there's only a few of them that have this, and it's actually a slime on their skin, and the people, they squeeze this frog, this big toad, and they squeeze all this slime off here, and dry it and grind it and smoke it.
Yeah, that's really that is, just like thinking about
that is disgusting. But think about this, buddy. Hallucinogens have been around for a very, very, very long time, like since ancient times. How pagal our bande are. We make drugs out of anything. We make it out of a frog slime, out of a cow turd, or patani ki every booty part ke peel in there. You know what I mean?
Mad, bro, it's mad.
Yeah. In Egypt, they dried barley and whatnot, and they turned it into a beer. You just get paid in beer. And like, imagine, like, it's unreal, man.
It's mad, bro. Honestly, when you were telling me, I was like, how the hell does he know? Like, do you watch videos and stuff like that on that?
You know what happened? You know what I'm like? I'm quite, like I said, I'm curious.
Yeah.
वैसे पर आ गया सी YouTube पे. मैं सोचा चल देख लेने हैं. I had a look at it and I just got hooked. I thought, what is this? This is just weird, because मैं सोचा show या वैसे कुछ कर दे पे ने. They're not really going to take it, or it'll be sort of edited or something. But the guy actually does it, and then I don't know. I found it interesting.
Good, yeah.
video तकदा रहंदा है जिस जिदा science हो गया, astronomy, I'm quite into that.
Yeah.
बाकी सारा कुछ. And I'm not really into like like chemistry and biology. I am, but not much. But in the way they showed it, I thought, wow, this is really intriguing, man. I didn't even think this was a real thing.
To be honest with you, I think you should have done like, you know what we were saying? What job were we saying again that you could do in it?
Astronomer, like
astronomer or something like that. Like you're doing law, and I was thinking because you're so passionate about astronomy and like all these like looking at all these drugs and not drugs, but the drugs, but like looking into deep detail with them or like what they do and this that. I was like, why are you doing law, bro? Like it's not even linked.
It's not. These drugs because you can like if you see certain people commit crime because of drugs, like either they need drugs or they're on drugs. That's sort of, you can see how that plays into their brain. And in law we have like Freudian theory and all these different things. So it's sort of connected a bit. But I was always into sciences and things. I did quite well in my science exams in like 8 GCSE and stuff. I took triple science. So I did quite well. But to be honest with you, I sort of stumbled in and out of career choices.
Really?
But then I got a law degree.
Oh yeah, boss.
So it was like one of them was like, okay, then I've got a law degree now.
Yeah.
Well, I might as well just carry on with this because I do enjoy it. But I always say in it, yes, there's no stopping us learning anything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you are passionate about something, you should go and do it. Like, even it's the same thing with me as well. Like I told you what I want to be, but like I'm not doing that. But
it's not stopping you from learning about it or doing it in a different way. So yes, once you want to be a pilot one day.
Yeah.
You've gone into IT and it was a data reconfiguration or something.
What, my master's?
Yeah, your master's. What's your elective?
Data science.
Data science, right? So, yeah, I mean, you could do that, and then as a pilot, you could just be like a normal. You don't have to be a commercial pilot. You could be like a pilot for yourself. Learn how to do it. Get your license, your pilot's license, and then just do it for yourself.
Thing is though, like like the type of pilot I want to be, like like the commercial ones, so you're traveling all around the world. You know what I mean? Because that's more exciting. You know when you just like doing it yourself.
But I just sat there, toppy shoppy, like walking with his air hostesses. I know why you want to be a pilot.
No, that's not the reason. Trust me, it's not. No, honest note, like I've always loved like planes and like looking at them and like and like just like when you go to airports and you see a pilot like walk past, like they have that presence of like
they do.
I'm gonna drive your plane,
cool.
like
they're always so cool, aren't they? Like they always look so cool and like tall and like you think, oh man, this is sick, and they got so much responsibility.
And plus the job's so exciting as well. You know what I mean? Driving a plane, bro, as a job, and you're getting paid like 100 grand, like just to fly it.
It is exciting, but there's certain planes I've seen, the pilots, like videos I've seen, they're in the air and they just put autopilot on and they just go to sleep. And you think, what more do you want?
But it's cool, man. Bro, you're on top of the clouds, you know what I mean? You're on top of the clouds, like you're not gonna see that down here. You're just gonna like look at buildings down here, but when you're on top of there, you can see everything.
Yes, Baji, put it on autopilot at upper back is there. He's like, people coming up to him, when we're getting there, oh, why
are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? What you got?
We'll make it a club. The cockpit will be a club, and that we'll just put like music on the phone, start dancing in the
Yes, he's got strobe lights going off in his cockpit.
when we land at the next airport, they'll be like, what's wrong with that plane? Why the hell can we see LED lights going from the cockpit?
Yes, he was sat in the cockpit saying, "Here, check this out." Fucking he's doing 360s in the air in a commercial jet, Boeing 747 going like this.
I'm flipping open the cockpit door and everybody's like flipping upside down. Like. Air hostess on the roof of that.
Pilot, what happened? Oh, Captain, what happened? Oh, we hit some turbulence.
So you had to go upside down. Bloody hell.
Aye.
No, but have
Oh, man.
you seen that film Flight? It's by Denzel Washington.
No, I don't think so.
You gotta watch it, bro.
Is that when he has to land it on the water or something, and he's like, he's a drunk or something?
No, he's drunk.
pilot.
Basically, what happens is he's had a shot of like vodka or something, and then like his engines blow out or something like that, and then like for him to land the plane, so he's in the air and the engine blow out, and so he has to glide the plane. So what he's thinking that, you know what, this is gonna go down quickly. So what he's done, he's turned the plane upside down. And he's like flipping flying it upside down, so it's gliding, so the wings are like that, yeah. And then like what he's done is that when he's come closer to the ground, he's flipped it the other way, and then he's took off like a church building top and that. Like, he tossed the wing into that, and then he's landing in some kind of field, but he saved all the passengers basically.
Wow.
It's actually a really good movie. It's really funny at the same time, but it's really like, it's a good movie. You need to watch it, bro.
Wow, I'm gonna give that a watch. That does sound good. That does sound like a good movie.
We should have watched that today instead of watching fucking Jaxie and that.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started on that movie, man. Bloody hell.
I knew you were gonna say
I thought
that.
about it again yesterday. I was like, what did he make? Why did he make me watch that?
Tell them what is it about. Tell the viewers.
So, from what I understood, this guy who's, by the looks of it, he's a complete and utter tool. He's got no personality whatsoever. The character is just dead. It's boring as all. He goes into a phone shop because his phone's not working, and he gets another phone. And there's this, like, you have Siri on iPhone. Yeah, Siri. And this has got Jexy, this phone, whatever phone it is, it's got Jexy. And this is trying to help him in his life. But instead of helping him, he just ruins everything and swears at him and tells him he's a piece of shit and all these other things. And like just ruin. And it's AI. But this AI is not like normal AI. It like turns off lights and stuff, and it goes into like cars and makes them do 360 spins. And it's just a weird phone. Like it's like just weird. Everything about it is wrong. It should be locked up.
No, but it's a good movie, bro. It was funny, man. If you think about it, it was swearing at it, and like he was like. But the thing is, if you think about it, it didn't mess his life up. It made it because he got a girlfriend, and then like he got into a better position in his work. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what happened? The phone tried to kill him.
Yeah, but she got jealous because he started loving that girl, innit? And he left the.
Yeah, phones shouldn't be getting jealous. I know the science fiction, yeah, but that was just science fucked.
No, but the thing is, yeah, they made the phone have a personality of its own, innit? Like a mind.
Yeah, they did, but it was just it was more like a horror movie for me because I was like, what the hell is going on? This is just weird. Like there's, there's. I found it weird. I just couldn't understand it. I was like,
You're telling me you were scared of the movie? It was a horror movie.
I was scared, bro. There's a phone, and it's like turning your lights off, and it's like, is this a phone or a gin? What the hell's it doing? It's turning your lights off. It's booking things for him. It's like on its own. It did so many different things, and it's like weird, man.
What were the charge of it? That was funny, that though.
Let's not go there, please. We've got my family watching this.
His family, do not watch the movie, please.
Please, don't ever expect. Don't think I watched it as well. We're joking. I didn't watch it.
Joking, we don't know what it's about. What's Jexy?
What's Jexy?
What? Talking about horror films, are you actually scared of horror films? Like,
not really. No, I'm not really. I've not watched many, but the ones that I have watched, I've never found them scary. Because
you know what, horror films are not scary at all, bro.
I don't find them scary, to be fair. Like the one I remember, that Conjuring. Yeah, is that the I don't know which one it was, which part it was, but the one with the nun thing, that guy in the nun costume, or like, that's a Conjuring, isn't it?
Isn't it called the Nun?
Is that not Conjuring?
It's called.
I don't even know. Yeah, that one. I watched that one. That was pretty good. I didn't find it too scary, but
you scared it?
I didn't find it scary, but it was a good movie. I quite enjoyed the story of it. But I've watched Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
That I did not find scary, bro. in the movie, the only thing that happens is a bin moves and a bed moves, and like he gets dragged out of his bed at the end. That's not a scary movie. That's Friday night.
Imagine if that really happens to you.
Yeah, I'll get back up and get back into bed.
Pull you out again.
Yeah, it pulled me out again. I'll sleep on the floor. What are you gonna do now? Put me back in the bed. What's the way you drag me around my own house? I know my house. I'll sleep anywhere. Put me on the stairs. I'll sleep there. Put me in the fridge. I'll sleep there.
You'll
I don't care.
You'll probably be sleeping.
I've already. Yeah, I couldn't care less. I've fallen asleep on the toilet. I've fallen asleep in the gully. I've fallen asleep anywhere. I'm not bothered.
Thanks for telling everyone that you slept in the toilet before.
I fall asleep. If you're too tired, just stay. Like, you know what? I'll just have a nice little nappy and sat here just chilling. You know, nice and warm. Especially in the winter, you got the radiator on and just sat there.
But you know what? Let's not make this a toilet topic. Yeah. but you know what? Yeah, like horror films, like they need to make them more like scary, man. You know, every time, like there used to be a point when I was scared of them because like when I was younger, but like I used to always think, oh, like say if I was watching a movie and like they were showing like a woman stood with like all her hair down and like in the dark and they turn the light off and they turn it on and she pops up or whatever. But now when I watch them, I can watch them alone now. Like I don't even need to like close my eyes. I haven't watched Annabelle, you know, Annabelle 2 in cinemas. I watched that myself and it was just stupid because it was just like a doll.
That's the thing, like, you know, like there's certain versions of horror movies. There's like that sort of one. It's like surprise horror, you know, they just like pop out of nowhere and like screaming and stuff. I don't find that you get a bit of a like, whoa, shit, but it's not scary. It's just because of the element of surprise. But even that's gone now because they've done it so much. Absolutely. Then there's like the awesome killer movies like Chucky and what was that other one? The Shining. Them movies are scary, but I love them. You know, like proper gore fests, like Jason Voorhees and stuff. They do. You look at the characters. If you just watch it in terms of look at the character, you think, oh, this is unreal, man. Look how cool it. Look how awesome they look. And like they look so fearsome and like scary as well. Like that's quite cool. But now horror movies, they seem like all the same. I watched that one. I don't know if it's classed as a horror movie. It's that one where that girl keeps dying. She wakes up and she's like going through a day and then she dies.
Oh,
and she wakes up again.
What's it called?
They made like 2 parts of it. I watched the first one.
Isn't it that one where it's like she keeps reliving the same day?
Yeah.
At the end of it or something like that. That's weird. I think what happened in that one where she needs to do something, but until she doesn't do that thing, then she keeps dying and comes in the end. It's a bit of a stupid movie, to be honest with you. It's not really.
It's not just stupid, it's ridiculously stupid. Yeah. Someone told me to watch it. I watched it, and I think within half an hour, the movie's still on, and I'm on my phone watching something else.
Yeah, you know what? When you pick your phone up while you're watching a movie, that obviously you can tell that the movie is so shit.
Yeah, it's boring.
Like, Instagram
exactly. She keep dying. She's not changing anything. Fucking just you keep dying. Let me watch it. Let me go on Insta. But
even with Indian horror movies, they're not even scary. They're just like they just turn out funny, man.
I've never watched an Indian horror movie. I don't think.
I watched one. There was I forgot what it was called now, but it's one where it's like this jail or something, right? And like she's going through this like town or something, and like she's scaring people, and I thought, oh, maybe this is a bit horror movie, you know, like it's gonna be a bit scary, because like she's not walking, she's like fucking floating, bro, on the fucking road. She's floating, bro, towards you, instead of walking, bro. And then like at one point, like she's like these people have gone to her like house where she lives to get her out. And like they've gone there, and like she comes to this guy, she starts screaming in his face, and he's like trying to talk to someone. He's like, "Chupagana!" And like they zoom into her face, and she's like, "Huh?"
Is that what you do? Is that what you do though? Like someone screaming, like, "Yeah, shut the hell up, man. Let me talk.
Let me speak on her.
Let me speak. I'll get to you in a minute." You know what? I just remembered I watched one Indian scary movie. That one is called Raz.
Yeah.
I watched that a long time ago. Oh, was it Raz 1 or 2? One of them, I can't remember which one. Where that girl gets possessed, and like she's floating in the air, and she's scribbling things in blood, and it's like a scary movie. They drowned her, like her dad got drowned or something, and his soul comes out and all this other
I
stuff.
don't know, man. It's
I
like
watched
very
it.
weird, isn't it? When
It was weird, but that wasn't that bad. I quite enjoyed that one because the acting was good. But I'm not much of a horror film guy. I like me action films, like
Yeah.
thriller, mystery, gangster films. I love my gangster films,
yeah.
like Legend and Godfather.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm
like
saying
go on.
not much of a horror movie fan. I like my gangster films. Yeah, like Scarface, your Godfather. There's Legend. The Legend was one of my favorite films.
Legend Will Smith.
Not I Am Legend. Legend, the Tom Hardy one, where he plays the Cray twins.
Oh,
Don't tell me you've not seen Legend.
no, I don't think I've seen it. I must have seen
Why,
it. I probably just don't remember the title, bro.
It's you know who the Cray twins are, innit? The Cray twins. No,
I don't know, bro.
I just don't compare them there.
Bro, the thing is, yeah, there's like certain movies that I've not watched, and there's certain characters I don't know the name of. So like maybe I might know them by face, but not name.
Cray twins are real. They were real people.
Yeah, but that's the thing, isn't it? Like I might know the face, like if you showed me, you know, but then I don't know the name in it.
But you forget my face on most days.
How do I forget your face, Baiji? Tu to meri jaan hai.
तू भाजी अपा भरा बहुत प्यारा पंच पर तू वैलेंटाइन डे स्पेशल ना बना दे.
Bro, people actually Mushi was actually saying, like, we should talking about Valentine. I was like, forget that, bro. We're not talking about Valentine yet.
Big shout out to Big Mush. Big Mush is gonna be. Oh yeah, we might as well drop it now. Then we might as well tell everyone now.
What?
That Big Mush is gonna be with us here next week.
Mushi is a close friend of ours, right? So
yeah, man.
He's a very funny lad, and
very, very funny guy. Very, very. This guy would crack you up. Honestly,
yeah.
He's unreal, man. He's going to be with us next week. Don't we actually, you know what? I was going to say, we'll try and get him before Valentine's Day to get him to talk about it.
I know, and he's so interested about that topic.
Yeah, very interested. But we'll leave him for next week.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have a lot of guests on. Hopefully, we get a lot of people on here.
I know. Hopefully, we can get a lot of again. You know, one person I really want to go any is Sufi.
Oh no, no Sufi.
Sufi, guys, is basically our very amusing friend who, you know,
very.
Just he's so serious. Like when you look at him, he's so serious, but he's just so funny at the same time.
Sufi's the most sarcastic, straight-faced comedian you'll ever meet in your life.
Yeah, oh my god.
Like, he'll tell a joke with a straight face and you would piss yourself laughing. He's just got that look.
He's so good at comebacks, him. You know, if you like trying to take the piss, he's so good at coming back. You know what it is? You know what's so funny about him? He doesn't like come with the normal lines. You know, like say if you're taking the piss, like he don't come with the normal lines. He come out with movie lines.
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah, you're like proper original, and he's like self-deprecating as well. Like you say something to him, he's so self-deprecating. It's brilliant. He's so funny, man. But we've got a lot of good friends, a lot of good funny friends that we're going to hopefully get on soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, if any of the viewers wanna, you know, someone that we don't even probably know, wanna come and join us, talk to us, tell any story they want to talk about, but we can talk about that as well.
Definitely. We had a comment from one of our friends to talk about like certain taboo topics and things, and we are listening. We will do it, but that might be, if not next week, the week after, because when it comes to taboo topics and things that are quite serious, we want to make sure we do our research and everything properly.
We don't want to
everything about it.
And now we're talking about it, people are like, what are you fucking talking about, mate? That's not right.
Becky, we're not doing that. We're going to take this very seriously.
Yeah, that's true. But it's a very serious. You know what it is? You and me, we're not serious people. Like we are serious, but we're like we love to like take the piss as well. You know what I mean? But I don't know. We will talk about serious topics, obviously. Like obviously we're here to help people, aren't we?
Yeah, and if anybody needs any help, we know if you want to talk to us, if you want to message us or anything, don't hesitate. We're trying to help everyone, trying to make everyone have a few moments of laughter at our expense, even if it's at our expense, just so you guys can feel better. Because we do have faces like smacked asses, so you will enjoy that.
Yeah, did you just call my face an ass?
I did, yeah. Well, both of us, because you're like the Desi version of Mr. Bean. I'm like,
oh, thank you. What are you trying to call me? An
yeah, like, yeah. And somebody goes, yeah.
Naked.
Shit, man. This is a normal day in the life of Yash Balanza. Just sat there cursing out, isn't it?
Bro, you know what? Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say about movies. Carrying about movies. Yeah. Have you seen The Legend? I am not The Legend. I Am Legend.
I did watch it. I have seen it. It was a long time ago though, because I think that was quite an old movie now.
It's a bad boy movie.
Is that the one where he's like a suit? No, that's Hancock, where he's like a
superhero. It's where he's in New York.
Oh, with the dog, and it's like everyone's dead, and then zombies come out in it. Yeah. That was a good movie. I like Will Smith. I think he's a good actor. He's made some really good movies.
Yeah, his personality is really good. He's very motivational as well at the same time, isn't he?
He is. He's been through a lot. You wouldn't believe how he's been through a shitload, man. His wife cheated on him
with his son's friend.
I know, like bloody hell. Pick your poison, man. What are you doing?
No, I don't understand how people do that. Like a lot of age difference between people nowadays. Like they'll date someone that's like 20 years older than them, or like they'll do certain things. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
I think it's just the times we live in, Baji, where things have become things that we find odd have probably become a bit normalized. Yeah, especially we're in England. But to be honest, each to their own, innit? You can't really say to anyone, don't do this, don't do that. They'll just say, who the hell are you to tell me what to do?
Yeah, that's true. Everybody just like, we'll just do what we want to do. What's it to you, mate? But yeah, man, like the world's changing very fast, isn't it?
It is changing very fast. It's you have to keep up with the times. You have to keep up with what's going on around you.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of expectations, man. I didn't realize, when we were kids, I never realized how many expectations you'd have growing up or getting to a certain age. And if you don't fulfill them, or if you don't hit them targets, it's sort of looked down upon. There's a lot of pressure on people now, especially young people, I think.
There is a lot of pressure. I mean,
there's a lot of pressure on them.
There's a lot of pressure in a lot of topics as well that we can talk about as well. But growing up as a person, there is a lot of pressure on people about how you need
especially
to be. And people, it's like you're always getting watched over, isn't it? Like any movie you make, you're always getting watched over. Like even before, like I was gonna do this podcast with you, I was thinking like, should I do it? Because like I don't know what people might think, and then I thought, you know what, forget it. We're just gonna do it. It'd be good.
Well, like we say with every we say, we're doing this to help people. We're doing this so people have someone to watch. I know there's better things out there to watch. I know there's more professional things out there to watch. But the people that we know, the people that we care about, this is something for them to enjoy and laugh at, and other people too.
Yeah.
And for us too. For me and you to pass time, to enjoy ourselves.
Memories at the same time, because we can even look at this when we're like flipping 30 or 40 years old and be like, oh, look, the same.
Hopefully.
Together one.
Exactly. Hopefully we're still around by then.
Hopefully we're still alive, but still alive, meaning us like Zane's not being eaten by a shark.
I can't promise anything. I do have tendencies to enjoy myself a little bit too much. But,
you are crazy when it comes to flipping like stuff like that, like the stories you were telling me the other day. Oh my god.
Well, what do you say that sometimes you live like you got 7 lives?
No, I said to him, I said, you know what, you're telling me his story is like, oh, I was in the water and there was like these fish, like what was it, stingray fishes or something.
Stingrays, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
Ooh,
I said, you know
that
what,
was
Zain?
scary, man.
I said to him, I said, you know what, Zain, you live like you've got another life.
You know what it is? Without sounding too much like an adrenaline junkie, I always think to myself like, if I'm gonna do something, if I'm gonna experience something, I want to fully experience it, immerse myself in it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't like having regrets. Like, obviously, I'm not trying not to be stupid,
Yeah.
but when the moment takes you, sometimes you become a bit stupid. And I've had a lot of moments where I've been looked at as the most stupid person on the planet. Like the certain things I've done. I'm not proud of it.
You're not by yourself
Yeah, true. No, I can't. I can imagine. But it's just the way it is, man. I was, you know what it is. To be honest with you, Yash. You know, a long time ago, I was a bit scared all the time. Oh, I don't really want to do that. Don't really. I was a bit, believe it or not. I know I talk for England, but I used to be a bit of my shell. I
Yeah.
never really thinking much, outside of my comfort zone.
Mm.
Then I thought to myself, why am I so scared of everything? Why am I so scared of, going cliff diving or trying something new or doing this or doing that? But then I got into it and I was like, if there's something that I can experience, I'm going to do it.
To be honest, you know what? That's a really good mindset to have. Like, I've not done a lot of things yet. Like in terms of what you've done, like you've probably experienced a lot more things than me. But I want to experience them. But it's always that fear. I always have that. Oh, like I don't want to get hurt, or I don't want to like either, end up not walking all my life or something like that. But I want to try it. Like one thing I really want to try is skydiving. I know that's probably
Skydiving.
the scariest thing, but
no, skydiving seems awesome. I've not been fortunate enough to do that yet as well, but we will get there. But the thing is, yes, you got to remember, a lot of things like this, like skydiving, cliff diving, and not cliff diving, skydiving, and like going on parachutes and hot air balloons or anything like that. Yeah. You have someone with you.
That's true, but I think hot air balloons would be really a relaxing thing to do because it's like going up slowly, isn't it? It's not going very fast, is it?
No, hot air ballooning is beautiful. I wanted to do it in Turkey. I went to Turkey on holiday, and we wanted to go to this place called Cappadocia. It's quite famous for hot air balloons. It's a beautiful place. I wanted to do it there, but obviously we sort of ran out of time. But things like scuba diving, snorkeling, you'll have people around you to help you, and they sort of teach you how to do it.
Yeah.
But I always say to people, if you have experiences, if you get the opportunities to do things like that, do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Trust me, do it. It's like going on a roller coaster. Once you get on the first one, and you might crap yourself, but you'll be like, "Whoa, that was brilliant! I want to go on the next one. I want to go. What's bigger? What's faster?"
You know what? That is really true. That because I remember when I went to Blackpool and like I used to be really scared of going on Pepsi Max. I never went on it, but one of my family members they pushed me to go on it. They were like, you know what? I'm gonna go on it with you. Like you trust me, right? I was like, yeah, I trust you. And they're like, you know what? Come on, you can do it. Trust me. You go on it once, you're gonna be like, let's go on again. Let's go on again. So I went on it first time and like I was so scared when it was going up and the roller coaster tick 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 200 feet in the air, and I was like, oh my god, like
oh no. And then you see the ocean on the left hand side, and you're like, whoa, this is bad.
That drops, that you've got that drop though. It's so scary at first when you that drop, but when you're in the drop, you don't feel that scared.
You don't feel it because it's going that fast.
It's just so much air in your face. That's all it is.
It's a beautiful view though when you get to the top and you can see all the water. It's like wow. And then when you drop it down, I had the same experience when I was like 14 years old. We went to Flamingo Land, and my uncle was like, "Let's go on the new ride opened that." I forget what it's that orange one that just sort of drops in and
Iron Brew.
No, in Flamingo Land.
Oh.
Mumbo Jumbo.
Oh.
Mumbo Jumbo just opened.
I was still stuck in Blackpool.
Do back in Donut Color. Stuck in Blackpool. That one. And I was crapping myself. I was like nearly in tears, like, oh my god, he's gonna take me on the I'm gonna have a heart attack, I'm gonna fall off. I remember Patalaja, you know what I mean? I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna skip through it and like fall out.
Yeah, you do feel like that you're on right.
When they put it on, if you're skinny, like when I was, I should think, really, I could squeeze out of this. Anyway, my uncle goes, he looks at me, he goes, what is wrong with you? Everybody's going on the ride. There's little kids younger than you going on the ride, and you're stood there trembling, your knees are going off. It's like, hold on, yeah, it can't be that scary.
Mm.
I went on it. I'm sure the whole theme park could hear my voice. I was screaming that loud in happiness because I was like, I did it. Like it was an accomplishment. I did it.
Yeah.
After that, never looked back. I was like, any roller coaster, any like skydiving. You want me to? I've been in a parachute hanging off a speedboat. Like I said with you, I was scuba diving and I seen some bloody stingrays underneath. I thought I was going to die, but I did it. I was, we were swimming with dolphins in Turkey. I did all sorts.
Yeah.
I loved it because why not?
Bloody hell. But that's what I'm saying. Like you've got a lot more experience than me in like experiences, like all these activities. But
Don't worry, we'll get you there.
Is Flamingo Land still open?
I don't think any theme parks are open now, are they?
No, meaning as like when there's no.
Yeah.
Is it still there? Because I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure I went to Flamingo Land once, but it was ages ago. But I remember it was massive, man. It's a massive place, isn't it? Like, is it really big?
It's not overly big. I think it's quite a good size. It's
You've got a lot of rides.
It's got like a zoo with it.
Did it have that bit where it's got like a boat where you like you go on a boat thing and then people like shoot them water guns at you? They've even got them lines where you can sit in that little box and then you go on that line thing on top of it. What's it called, bro? I don't know what it's called.
Chairlift.
Yeah, that thing. But the chairlift, because the chairlift is where you sit in it, but this is like you sit in a box thing, isn't it?
That is the chairlift, isn't it?
Is it called chairlift?
Yeah, dude, that it goes up in the air when you're on a bloody.
No, but I'm thinking of chairlift, meaning as the ones where you go like not ice skating, but fucking skiing, and you sit on them chair things. Isn't that in chairlift? It said.
They're both the same thing, man.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
But yeah, like it's mad. I remember going on it. Like it was nice though. Very big.
Chairlifts are quite good, but when you get to the them poles and they start shaking, that's
scary.
Man.
It's scary because you're like, hey, boxer, dead gaya na, bas, dead gaya.
Yeah, bro. Because I remember the first time I went on one, like you get to I didn't know, and you get to that bit and it goes, and I thought, whoa. I looked down thinking, shit, man, this snaps and meta gaya, bro.
What about Blackpool Ferris wheel? Have you been on that?
I think I might have done.
I don't know. But Blackpool Ferris wheel, when you go on it, it is like, cause it's so big. And like when you get to the top, you feel like the Ferris wheel is moving because the water's moving, isn't it? So it gives you that kind of illusion.
Oh, the one on the pavilion.
On the pier, yeah.
Yeah, on the pier. Yeah. I went on that. That is pretty good.
It's a bit scary when you get to the top though, because like, oh shit.
I know. It's massive though. I didn't realize how big it was until I saw it. Because when you see it from the, when you're driving into Blackpool and you see it, you think, oh yeah, okay, it's big. When you see it from the bottom, you're like, bloody hell, this is massive.
Yeah, it's massive, yeah.
I wanted to do have you seen the bungee jump in Blackpool?
Oh, forget about that, bro. Don't even talk about that.
Oh, I wanted to do that so bad, man. But they didn't.
It's right next to the sea as well.
I know, that's the best bit. That's the best bit. It's beautiful.
That's not the best bit, bro. That's the scariest bit.
It's awesome. Well, and that other one that like you sit in it, it's like a big ball, and it's like they let go of it, and it just shoots up into the air.
Yeah.
I wanted to go on all them, but I didn't have no one to go on with.
But you know what though, like, I've always had that thought of like whenever I've seen that, I've always had that thought that just imagine if them strings come off me, I'm going straight in that flipping water. You know that.
Yeah, well, first what I do is come back down and hit the bloody thing. You'd smash everything, you break your legs.
No, like imagine like you're in that ball thing, right? Imagine say you're in that ball thing, right? And you're sat in the ball and both of the strings just come off while you're going like open that, right? You probably would hit the floor and then you probably like roll off to the sea, you know what I mean? And then
but it's like a big under in it. Once you hit the floor, it's gonna smash, like completely explode. Oh, glass! Catch that one here.
So there's that other one as well. I'm thinking about the other one actually, not the ball one. I'm thinking about, have you seen that other one where they strap you in, right? They strap you in like two people together, and then like it takes you all the way back like that, and then they let go, and like you go on top of the sea kind of thing. Yeah.
That one. I wanted to do that as well.
My mum was telling me to do that, but I said, no, forget that. If that flipping string comes off,
yeah, but you're not gonna. It's a big leather strap.
Yeah, but bro, I'm always that thought, bro. You know what I mean?
When things get back to normal, me and you go in Blackpool. We're gonna take all the boys with us, and me and you are getting on that. I'm gonna make sure you get on that with me, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it.
Bro, I won't let go of you. That's the thing with me.
I'm not holding on to you, man. You're gonna have your own. I'm gonna have my own.
No, you have to hold on that. I think you have to put your hand in each other. Like you got to put your arms in each other.
Jal, we'll do that then. But it feels like you're flying, honestly.
I don't know, bro. It's just, like I think is I can go on like rides. I can go on very scary things, but it's just like looking at that stuff, like especially water. You know me and water, bro. I don't like it.
Yeah, you're scared of spiders. You're scared of water. You're scared of animals.
Not water, but ocean.
Oh, yeah, the ocean. Ocean. Yeah, you're scared of the ocean.
I've been to speedboat.
Yeah, loads of times.
Speedboats. I've been on them.
Speedboat's awesome. Speedboat. I've done that. I've done jet skiing a lot. I really enjoy doing jet skiing. That's really good fun. I've been on a banana boat. I went on. I'll tell you a little story before we finish because I think we're getting to a bit.
How many minutes have you on?
We've done it. So we're going to leave this in, by the way. We scheduled this to do 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Yeah, it's come to 50 minutes, and we're probably only halfway through what me. Yes,
are you lying? It's 50 minutes right now.
Yeah, already.
You didn't even tell me, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, but I don't know how.
What do you mean you're trying to tell me, bro? You should just tell me that. Just tell me, bro.
Well, yeah, but I feel like it's rude if I say to you, "Geez, 50 minutes, right? We can't do anymore."
Well, we'll never tell now. We might as well. And then I'll forget your stories for next week.
All right. Okay, we're gonna start with these stories from next week. I've just thought of like 5 different ones, and I'll tell you them next week.
Thing is, our stories will never end. That's the thing with those guys.
No.
But
so you can expect this podcast to go on for at least 100 episodes.
But the thing is, you know what? The story of the banana boats and the story of the jet ski is actually quite a long story. That is. So we'll keep that for next week.
Yeah, and then another story where I sat on another banana boat with my dad, who's like 5 times the size of me. Yeah. Just imagine that. So them stories are coming next week. Hopefully you can tune in and please like, subscribe, and share. Yes, do you want to say bye to everyone?
Guys, like, subscribe, and share, and get ready for episode 3, guys. Coming along next week. You know, a lot of people are saying to me that when's your episode coming? When's your episode? I said next week, man. Come on, Wednesday.
Wednesday. We'll be dropping an episode. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan, one episode every week, and if the demand is high enough and you guys show enough love, we might even consider doing 2 episodes a week.
2 episodes a week, yeah. Maybe if we get enough viewers and subscribers. If you're not going to subscribe, then we're still going to keep it at 1, bro. But
we'll keep it at 1.
Yeah, guys, like it, share it, and keep looking at our podcast. We will see you next week. See you later, guys.
Take care.